for such a big day today with the 129th running of the Boston Marathon and Red Sox baseball against the White Sox.
And we also reflect upon the tragic events that befell us 12 years ago at the marathon and remember how we came together as one to help the wounded and comfort the injured.
Buehler at 2-1 with a 5.23 ERA. Back-to-back good outings against Toronto and Tampa Bay. They're looking for another kind of dominating effort out of one of their starters against this lineup.
Maton will lead it off against Walker Buehler.
And Maton wasting no time, going to right field, but Abreu tries to make the sliding play and it'll bounce in front. So nice job from Nick Maton jumping on the first pitch.
Yeah, this is off the end. He hooks this ball down the line and a lot of top spin. At first he thought it was going to stay up, but because it was off the end, it just drops in front of Willier.
Benintendi sends this one into the gap. And Maton, it's off to the races. And the White Sox jumping on Walker Buehler here in this first inning.
And the White Sox, the light hitting White Sox, at it again. First and third, nobody out.
Big first inning chance. Robert's been taking his walks here of late.
The 2-2, strike three called. Cut fastball, he needed that one, and a big first out.
Edgar Caro.
His fifth game here in the big leagues. Caro swings at the first one, slow roll to the right side. Campbell charging, and he let the flip as the run scores. And the White Sox take a 1-0 lead here in the first inning.
2 down, though, with Benintendi at second.
And he'll lift a high fly into right center. Duran cruising on over and puts it away. The White Sox striking first, and the Red Sox coming up here on Patriots Day.
Jonathan Cannon will start against the Red Sox for the first time in his career. He got a 3-inning save against them in Chicago last June.
Check swing is put in play. Cannon racing over to cover and will step on the bag to get the out.
Who would have ever thought we'd be saying 3 weeks into the season that Devers has the 5th most walks in the major leagues and is in the top 5% of walk percentage. So Cannon making some trouble for himself here. He walks Devers and Bregman, and here now Trevor Story.
2-2. Fastball is caught by Sosa, makes the diving grab. As the runners both retreat, there's 2 away.
Well, if you're looking for a game changer, that could be one of them. Lenine, who carries a lot of different gloves with him, makes a fine play at second base. That gets into the outfield. It's a tie ball game with probably runners at the corners.
So here now, Abreu launched a 3-run homer yesterday in the first.
Swing and a miss. Nope, went with the heat again.
He went even harder.
Fastball is working for Cannon as he works around 2 walks here in this first inning.
Another hit against Buehler. 1 on and 1 out. Here's Michael A. Taylor.
Cut and a miss to strike him out. The second K in the inning and 2 gone.
Swing and a miss. He got him. In the end, Buehler strikes out 3. And we go to the bottom of the second with the White Sox leading 1-0. Here's the first one to Rob Refsnyder. Refsnyder drives one high and deep into left field. Gone! Refsnyder ties it at 1 out toward Connor Mantz, trying to make a push for the finish line.
He's just doing nothing wrong this year. When he gets a chance, which coming into today, just 20 at-bats. Is his 21st at-bat of the season. He's hitting over 350. He's coming up clutch.
So in the first and again here in the third, the first 2 men reach against Walker. They'll face Robert, who he struck out looking the first time up. Cut on and missed. A sweeper at 80 miles an hour to put away Robert for the second time.
Just kind of show it down the middle of the plate, get some commitment from the hitter, and then it just takes off away.
Odd start for Walker because he has 5 strikeouts.
Swung on and missed. He got him with exactly that. The cutter under the hands. Walker Buehler has struck out 6.
And the veterans 1-1. Popped him up on the infield. Story. Trevor there, and he's got it. So Buehler, despite walking 2, gets the next 3. Red Sox are getting a lot of traffic here. 2-1 again for Story, who's 0 for 1 with a liner to second.
It'd be a pleasure to see Trevor Story drive another one right here. Pitch is driven into center field, a base hit. Duran froze for a minute. He heads to third. He'll score. He rounds third, throw way up the line. It's another RBI for Trevor Story, and it's 2-1 Red Sox.
Just badly there to load up the bases. He's walked another one.
This guy Cannon is totally on the ropes, and the Red Sox hitters, you know, smell a little blood in the water right here.
You need some big ones. This is a big spot.
And the rookie Campbell with 3 home runs on the year. Big swing. 0-2. And he takes some cuts. 1-2. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't do it.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive down the right field line. Foul. Just outside the chalk.
One down, bases loaded. And again, he checked. 3-2.
He's got some wrists on him, huh?
He does.
Bases loaded. One out. 3-2.
And a base hit into right field. Bregman is in. Here comes Story chugging home. He scores. Campbell with a fascinating at bat and a really nice one. And the Red Sox open it up 4-1.
And he's looking into the dugout immediately, yelling, "Let's go, boys, let's go."
So a little bit of a cushion here for Walker Buehler.
Strike 3 called. Walker Buehler's carving him up. I mean, he's thrown 61 pitches, but he's now got 7 strikeouts, and he's settling in. The 1-2 is strike 3 called, and that is a beauty for Buehler. He's fanned 8, and just the shutdown inning the Red Sox were looking for. They lead 4-1.
Walker has pitched a really good game with 8 strikeouts, despite walking a couple of guys.
1-2 is ripped on the ground. Nice pick there by Casas. He steps on first, throws to second.
Come now.
Double play. Johnny brought him some good defensive luck.
And we saw this the other day too, but this time Casas steps on first base and a good throw inside. Trevor Story with the tag.
So 91 pitches for Walker. His season high is 6 1/3 innings for the Red Sox.
Yeah, he's been sharp. Back-to-back hits to start this day off, and as you see, only 2 after that. The 8 strikeouts. There's been a ton of swing and miss. Looking to go 7 here if he can.
That's going to be in there for strike 3. So 9 strikeouts for Walker Buehler on the day. 94-mile-an-hour fastball to put him away. Taylor is 0 for 2, so he wants to drop down a bunt. Bregman, bare hands, gets him. He's really good at that bare hand play, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, and he's been cheating in. We've been talking about it. Taylor's a guy. Baldwin's another one. There's been a lot of this.
As this is the deepest Walker Buehler has gone this season.
Here's a ground ball off his glove towards second. Campbell picks it, throws to first in time, and the inning is over. A clear 100 for Walker Buehler.
Well, pitching change, so Cannon is done after 6 innings. And Tyler Gilbert, the left-hander.
Foul tipped into the glove. Caro holds on for strike 3.
2-2 swung on and missed, and Gilbert has struck out both Duran and Devers.
Sox trying to score for the first time since the 3rd inning. Several times against the White Sox. Been very frustrating. They have lacked that big hit to put the game out of reach.
Gilbert looking for the final out here in this bottom of the 7th inning. Got him swinging.
Nice work by Gilbert. Red Sox strand a pair.
How good was Walker Buehler?
Awesome.
That was his first outing going at least 7 innings since May 8th, 2022.
Well, and it didn't look like he had any chance to do that early in the game.
Oh, the pitch count was way up, and then he just got dialed.
Here comes the closer. Working in the 8th inning, Aroldis Chapman.
Left matchup. Chapman to Andrew Benintendi.
Benintendi down the line in right field, going back, and it just creeps over the wall. Andrew Benintendi, his 4th home run of the season, just loves playing here at Fenway Park.
Chapman's 100-mile-an-hour fastball turned on by Benintendi. Well, I think he's proven, after being on the IL, who needs a minor league stint to get that swing together? Not him.
Justin Slayton, last 6 appearances, dominant.
Boston is 1 strike away. High fly ball into center field that should do it. Rafaela camps out underneath. He makes the play, and the ball game is over. That was strong from Boston today. Refsnyder ties it. Campbell puts them ahead for good. And a great start from Walker Buehler. The Red Sox win it 4-2 on Patriots Day.